This is Lindsay Says, because somebody has to say it. I never thought I would say that. Welcome back, besties. Okay. If you notice that this is late and you saw my story, that it's going to be posted today, it's because there was a technical difficulty and I have already recorded this. Very disappointing, but still I rise. Yeah, recorded all of it. So I'm going to try and make this quick because I want to edit it and put it out there. But we were just in Chicago and we didn't have our usual Wi-Fi. And so I recorded the whole thing and then I went to go listen to it and edit it and I couldn't hear anything that I said. So it's okay. We'll do it again. It's my favorite topic to talk about. But anyone that wants to do podcasts, wants to do content creation of any kind, we're probably not all like loving technology and technology experts, but guess what? It's a huge part of the job. So just a heads up. Also, my father-in-law was watching my content in Chicago. We were there for our nephew's baptism. We're the godparents. And he just kept talking about Amanda and Sierra. He's like, what are we going to do? He doesn't know anything about Bravo, but he was like, Sierra's hot. Duh, we know. But we drove the kids from Michigan to Chicago, like 5.5 hours with a 1.5-year-old, 3.5-year-old. It was chaotic. So on some level, I was happy that I didn't have to edit the podcast, that drive, while trying to contain everybody. But yeah, disappointed at the same time. But in some news, I got an email from Bravo. And I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm going to be in a clip, hopefully, in Next Gen. One of my posts is going to hopefully make the cut. And fun fact, right after my podcast episode last week, I was rushing to get to the Red Wings game. My husband and I went on a little date night. I was rushing just down like this tight hallway, and I stubbed my toe, okay? And I thought it was just a normal toe stubbing, but I looked down and my toe was at a 45-degree angle and I thought that I broke my toe, but it turns out it just popped out of the socket, and I walked all around Detroit, the Wings game, like limping around. Like I looked ridiculous, but I limped it right back into its spot. So I just ran today. Everything is well, but I wanted to talk to you guys about that, and everything is fine. I thought I was going to need like surgery because I didn't want to like make fun of Ashley Darby's bunions and then be walking around town with flip-flops or like heels with my pinky toe at a 45-degree angle. I'm sure you understand. But quickly on the mom talk stuff, I think that I'm done talking about them. Unless something huge happens, because they honestly just stress me out. They don't give me like the motivation, the excitement that Bravo gives me. I'll watch it, I'll get into it. I just don't feel like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to talk to you guys about this. Like, I don't feel that. I feel like everybody on that show, for the most part, is toxic. The husbands are gross. The husbands are annoying. The storylines are just messed up. And so that's why I stick to Bravo. But let's get into Say Less, Spill More. Say less, spill more. Let's get into SCAMANDA. I made that up a few minutes ago. I got a DM. I can't say very much. I can't say from who. But this person is followed by the Summer House cast, okay, the majority of it, and received a DM from somebody. And this person confirmed that SCAMANDA is real. And this is very disappointing to me because Amanda, though every one of the bed bugs rotates as my favorite. Pretty much whoever is speaking on screen at that moment is my favorite. And so obviously Amanda is a big favorite. She's the only one that I've met and had like a conversation with, and she's very nice. And when I was in person, she said, I have to fill you in on like what's going on or whatever. And I'm sure that she was just separated at that time, but it makes me wonder what she was saying. But in news, we've seen Sierra like some posts from Jay Shetty. They were like closure posts and friendship posts. And then somebody posted the post of Sierra liking it, and then Kyle liked it. And then two judgy girls posted saying, nobody's worried about Kyle. And Kyle put emojis of himself raising a hand and a cry face. And then we've seen Amanda comment on somebody's comment saying that West is a safe friend for her, bestie friend, brother friend. And she said, thank you in all caps. But there's so many rumors that they have been spotted kissing, that there is picture proof of them kissing. And I believe that this is happening. Okay. I've been in straight denial. The last time I recorded this, I was denying all of it. Up until 30 minutes ago, I was denying that this could be a possibility. And I now believe it, and it's like all settling in on what that means for my favorite group of girls in Bravo. Like they're all a little bit younger than me, but I look up to them for female friendships. It's very hard in this world to come across girl friendships where there isn't any jealousy, where there isn't any competing, where there isn't any comparison. And they are all stunning, and they are all interesting in their own way. Nobody copies the other. Nobody is jealous of the other. They talk about the hard topics, the hard questions. They confront each other, like that moment in Old Navy when Sierra said, you are more than Kyle. Do something for yourself. And just thinking about that moment right now, that Sierra is the reason why Amanda's swim line exists, because Sierra pushed Amanda to that point. Like, you can do this. And in other news, Venita and Sierra do not follow Amanda's swim line, which is also just weird in itself. We have seen Sierra like posts, and then somebody posts the post from Jay Shetty that she liked it, and then seeing that Kyle liked the post about Sierra liking the post. We have seen Lindsay Hubbard post her and Sierra on her story, and I'm like, oh, people are picking sides. We've seen Lindsay post a gif of her face talking to Amanda this season. Then Carl posts a picture of himself looking disappointed as well, talking to Kyle this season. Then KJ looking disappointed on his story. Endless. And I thought, like, okay, they're playing into this. I think they're playing into this, but that made people think that this is a joke. And I don't think that this is a joke. I think that they are all disappointed, and they're playing into the fact that they're involved in the new scandal, the SCAMANDA. Okay. I just did not want to believe this. I did not want to think that this was a thing until I got a DM, and I just know that this DM is factual, and that's all I can say. I can't say much more information. I want to do my job and fill you guys in on what I know, because I get DMs regularly like, what do you know? Tell me, what do you know? And it's like, I don't know very much. And the second that I do know something, I want to tell you. But I also just want you to know, like, this is the information that I'm receiving, but I have not seen visual proof. I've not heard it from Amanda's mouth. I have not heard it from West's mouth. But it makes me sick to think about how supportive Sierra has been to Amanda throughout the years, thinking about that moment at Old Navy where she was the reason why she started her swim line. She said to Amanda, you are more than Kyle. That is like the best type of friend. Okay. You do not find that type of friend very often, where you're all beautiful. You all have your own separate thing. There is no jealousy. There's no competing. You ask the hard questions. You have the hard conversations. And also, part of why this is not an April Fool's is because Amanda was just supporting Sierra, talking about how hurt she was by a white man and ridiculed by people online. And she was bracing herself for this season because she was obviously letting Wes off of probation. And she knew that people were going to say, what are you doing? And why would she make a joke that her white bestie is doing this to her and then get backlash for dating a white guy and being best friends with a white girl? Their friendship is very, very, very important to me. This is a heartbreak to me. They are pure girlhood. And is it really worth going from one Peter Pan syndrome to the next? A guy that couldn't commit to Sierra Miller. They're both beautiful. But if he's not going to commit to Sierra Miller, why is he going to commit to Amanda Batula? And then he was on Watch What Happens Live bragging about Bronwyn Newport DMing him. And he was at the Super Bowl with Sierra. They were friendly. And things have been very weird with Jesse Solomon lately. I feel like he's not as close with the guys. But it just seems like we were so mad at Kyle just a few days ago for being so rude to Amanda. We were so happy with with Wes for sticking up for Amanda. And now it's like Kyle's getting a pass. I hate Wes. I'm very upset with Amanda. I don't know what to do, but I am Team Sierra to the end. Team Sierra. And apparently, I didn't see the after show, but Andy asked Wes if he was dating Sierra on Watch What Happens Live, and he said they're just friends. And then when he was asked if he was dating Amanda, he said that she's single now and he's showing her around or whatever. And no matter what, Amanda and Sierra are feuding, and I think that Amanda has crossed the line, and I bet Sierra has voiced that she was uncomfortable, perhaps with their friendship or something, and she just continued. But to think about Amanda keeping secrets during promoting Summer House, BravoCon, like how long have they been together if they're together? And I'm hearing rumors that they're in LA together, like making out, like on the beach, like having lunch, joking about going back to the hotel room together. All right, I'm moving on from SCAMANDA. Other Summer House. Paige, I'm sure you heard that Paige and Hannah are having a show on Netflix. They're writing a comedy, a scripted comedy. And apparently that is part of why Paige did not come on Summer House this season. Part of why she quit the show in general, because she heard from Amy Poehler that they were in talks to have this show together. But she did not know for sure. And she basically took a risk and chose what she's hoping for rather than safe chaos, is what she said. And she said that she couldn't be happier with her decision. I mean, she has been thriving. She doesn't need Summer House anymore. However, I would love to hear her take on SCAMANDA. I would have loved to see her in the house with Kyle treating Amanda like crap and all of these things. But gosh, it is so layered right now. On to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Denise Richards got a new face. Her facelift is amazing. I mean, I love how open she is. I need the name of her surgeon. Salt Lake City, Heather Gay wrote a book. As we know, it's a thriller, and there has been a bunch online of her stealing the cover. It is so similar. The difference is black and pink. Literally, Heather Gay's book is pink. The other is black. And somebody messaged Brittany saying, or messaged the girls saying, please ask Heather about this. And Brittany commented back saying that they did, and that it's going to be on the season. So I'm interested to see what they say. And then Mary was back to filming on March 26th, which is some bittersweet news. I'm happy that she is feeling good enough to do something and have some distraction after losing her son on February 23rd. It's horrible. But there was also some upsetting TMZ article about Robert's ex-wife, estranged wife, talking about some DV. If you want to go and read it, I don't want to talk too much about it, but the news that I will share is that Mary was interviewed on January 9th, asked about this incident and if Robert was ever violent in the past, and she said that she did not raise him that way. So if you want to go check out that TMZ article to know all about it, then please do, because it's too much to talk about. Real Housewives of New Jersey news. Margaret quit. I don't know if she was fired or quit. It seems like it could have been somewhere in the middle, but Dolores was on Watch What Happens Live and basically doubled down that she was quitting and said that there's just a lot going on in her life right now, that it was a hard decision for her. But I truly believe that she was fired, or maybe maybe it was both, because I think that they want this season to be Team Sierra, Team Melissa and Teresa getting along, and Dolores is the only one coming back because she was Switzerland. And that is my take on that. I think it's going to be a different season. I'm happy with the choice that they made. If they are going to keep New Jersey, I don't want a reboot, and I don't want the season without Teresa and Melissa. I don't want one or the other. I want both of them, and I want their family to work it out. And if that motivation is to keep their pockets full, let it be. On to the Bravoholic Breakdown, my hot takes on all of the episodes this week. I think Micah is so sweet. The fact that she's like the nicest person on the planet and she's about to get her license taken away in London. I think she needs to make some sort of driving etiquette video. I think that would be amazing. I think this puppet idea is genius. I don't know that it would work in the States because I don't know that we care about etiquette with our children. We just want to survive. But other countries, It's perfect. Lottie said that there was a little Willie inside of her because she was having a boy. She found out she's having a boy. And that is exactly what I said when I was pregnant with my sons. I was like, you guys, there's a penis in my stomach. And it sounds insane, but it's true. Martha and Kimmy, they said that they are like the old Muppets, which is so funny. I love them so much. I think they are so iconic together and separate. I love them. They are what we need in Bravo. The group has been divided, and I really hope that it doesn't stay this way because what I like about this show is that they all get along, and I want it to stay that way and have like little arguments all around, but don't make a division. Like, I think that's the problem with Beverly Hills. That's the problem with Orange County. We don't want to have separate trips. Okay. We want the group to be together. Maybe a separate trip here and there. Like, I loved Kyle, Dorit, and Rachel going on a trip, but not like every time, like Big Bear and Palm Springs. Like, I need the group to be together, but argue here and there. It was so funny watching Kimmy talk about Margot's tacky clothes and seeing Martha be in the middle of her two best friends arguing, and they're so different. They're so different, and their friendships are so different, but those are both genuine friends for Martha, and you can tell. But Mark was saying that Margot, according to his good friend that's known Margot for years, that Margot is very different, that she is different in terms of manner, unrecognizable apparently. And I just don't know how she could be any different. He was saying that when you get sober, you should be acting better, and that she's like basically kind of like misbehaving. And I don't think she's really doing anything. And I don't think that she's acting, but time will tell. I don't think we know her well enough to know if she's acting or not yet. Summer House. My gosh, it's hard to even talk about this because of everything going on, but Kyle is clearly jealous of Amanda and her having friendships with this group. And it's hard to be mad at Kyle right now, but he was mad at Amanda for bonding with all of these people and for not hanging out with him much in the past 6 months. And I think, and he was saying to Wes, like, she's been hanging out with you more than me in the past 6 months. And watching this, I'm like, this is your fault. You're the one that's been gone. You've been DJing. You've been choosing DJing over her. And now I question, like, what are these layers here? But I love Sierra, Mia, and KJ's friendship. I feel like they are going to be like a trio of besties till the end of time. I feel like they are like brothers and sisters in this little group. They want to support each other. Sierra said she would kill for KJ. And I really love that. I can see the future of Summer House, but I'm confused now with West. Like, I don't think there's any way that Sierra will film with West at this point. I don't know what's going to happen. And maybe this is why Jesse's been so weird lately. Like, maybe he's known all along and he's like, this is messed up. This is messed up. And that he probably thinks, like, I'm a duo with Wes. It's going to make me look bad. Who knows? I'm just thinking out loud. But it was great to see Wes comfort her as a friend. I liked to see Lindsay and Carl were laughing about his gray hair. They were reminiscing. It was nice to see. Dara, there were rumors that she was in Ben's room for an hour, but she said that she went in there to change. And I believe her. And I think that Bailey could still just be jealous and have a crush on Ben. And, she might have said this back then when she still had a crush on Ben. Maybe she just doesn't want to see anybody be with Ben. It's weird. But I also heard rumor, I should have said this earlier, that Carl and Bailey are together, which I don't know if I believe that because Carl very recently went on a date with Venita. And if they are together, it's very new. I don't know if I ship or not yet because I don't know about Bailey. And I want Carl to have the best relationship. TBD on that. I feel like he's done the growth, he's done the work, and I think Bailey might need a little bit. But TBD on that. We need to get to know her a little bit better. But Kyle's on the hook for millions. I was just thinking, like, his company is screwed, but SCAMANDA might be what Loverboy needs. Because I was thinking nobody's going to buy your drink after treating Amanda like that. But there's some people out there that might be buying his drink for treating her like that. Exactly. But he was saying that he's the worst version of himself this season. He can't articulate. I think he just is realizing that he's old and that this is the last season of Summer House, possibly for him at least. And I think he's losing it and taking it out on Amanda. And I think that he says that Amanda hates him. I think he hates Amanda. And now there's so much more to it. Southern Charm reunion. I'm happy that the season is over. It was a good season, but I was shocked to see that there were only 2 episodes. But I don't want to watch like a dead third episode. Like I want 2 filled episodes, or put a third if you have to, but I don't want to watch nothing. But Salley and Venita, I made a post about this, but I think that Venita is kind of, I think if she wants to be friends with Salley, be friends with Salley. Like, don't do the weird not taking picture thing. And I've heard recently that she's still doing it. I saw a picture of her and Salley, and Venita had a towel over her head. And I think that it could be because she's so close with Sierra, and Salley is going for Austen and Salley has gone for West, which, hello, Sierra doesn't like people that go for West, from my gut feeling. And I don't blame her. And plus, Salley goes for a lot of dudes in Bravo and was just seen hanging out with Austen and Kyle. I don't know what's going on there, but I think Venita is more Team Summerhouse Girls. And I think she might be a little bit in the comments and worried about what we think about her if she's friends with Salley. But if she wants to be friends with Salley, be nice to Salley. Be friends with her. Go all in. Or I heard somebody in my comments thinks that it could be because of Sally's political views. I don't know, but she needs to pick a side, and I support her in either side. I love Venita, and I want her on the show, and I want a spinoff of Venita and Sierra. Please. But Venita was upset with Carl because he didn't say that there was a distance issue. He just said it in like a magazine. And didn't just say it to her face, which is weird, or just text her like this isn't going to work, because I think that Venita was excited about that. People were thinking that I was immediately going on the Team Craig train just because I was like taking his apology as an apology. Not the case. I'm never going to be Team Craig. I don't think that I was ever Team Craig. But I will give him a step in the right direction. If you're going to be accountable, you're going to apologize. You're going to say where you need to grow and accept that you are angry and that you need to stop drinking so much. I will take that apology. Do I think that he probably went in the back and talked to ChatGPT, his unpaid therapist, to see what he needs to say to, keep the group happy? I think that that's very possible. But I will take it. It's a step in the right direction to just at least be like, you know what? I want to say something. Even if it's selfish, fake it till you make it. I want this show to keep going. I would like Craig to stay on the show, but I don't see how the show could keep going with the same storyline. I also didn't like Madison this episode. I love Madison. I did not like her, kind of victim blaming the people in the van and saying, if I was there, I would have stopped you. Like feeling bad for Craig for his actions. That's what he did. And her saying, like, accept him for who he is. That's enabling. He needs help. He should not be acting like this. I think it's very possible that he could be an addict and have this type of personality that is like narcissistic traits. And he could very well not be a narcissist, and he just is acting like one because he is an addict and he needs to get help. And let's not enable him. Southern Hospitality, so combination of Southern Charm and Southern Hospitality. Charlie is dating that guy, Justin, that's on Southern Hospitality. And we saw him ask Mia, beautiful Mia, out on a date, but he's like dating Jordan, and like Jordan has a toothbrush at his house, and she's right there when he's like talking about going on a date with Jordan or with Mia, and Mia turns him down, cancels the date because she doesn't want to date a player. And it makes me wonder about Charlie. And Justin posted a picture on TikTok saying that he was watching Charlie and that he had like hard eyes watching her, and somebody commented like, she's not going to feel the same way about watching your season, but it seems like she has an interesting type, Craig and this Justin guy, this player guy. Or like it seems like she wants to be the exception for these guys. Like Craig was trouble with Paige. I want to be the exception. Justin is trouble with these girls. I want to be the exception. Or is she like Salley, where she just dates guys in Bravo? And people kind of give Charlie a pass because she kind of seems angelic. And I think she's a lot like Salley. I mean, she went for Craig. And on Southern Hospitality, they were bobbing for cucumbers. Maddie kind of outed Grace Lily first. It's interesting because I thought that she was outing her on the show. But then right after, Grace Lily like outs herself for having a substance abuse problem. And she sees a life coach to get some help in that area. But I was shocked. I was shocked that they were talking about it, and it's very sad to see her, you know, I feel like this is the most deeply I've connected with somebody that's so open about being an addict. Like I really could put myself in her shoes and understand what she was saying. Like I feel like she was describing it in the best way, that she's so healthy and that she wouldn't choose to be so unhealthy like this. She's not choosing this. She doesn't want this. And she's falling into this, and she's been arrested twice in the past 3 months. And I really feel for her. She doesn't want this. She doesn't want to be doing this. But it is really messed up that she's taking it out on Maddie. I think she might be a little bit jealous of Maddie. I think that's her closest friend. And I don't blame Maddie for wanting to take some space, because if she's not, then she would be enabling Grace, Lily. You can't just be taking a beating from your friend and hope that they grow and change. You have to draw a line for them to realize, maybe I need to change. Maybe I'm treating my friends like crap. But the rumor she was making about Joe Bradley was messed up. I think she's jealous of Maddie, and that Maddie is sober and has found her place, and she's happy. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton was super emotional about Amanda. And boy, am I sick of talking about Amanda, to the point that I'm not sure that I'm going to say very much about her. But it's weird how emotional and supportive Sutton is being for Amanda. And she later says that her son is going to be moving across the country when she gets home from Italy. And I think that's why. I think she's just she's being really soft because she's really sad about her son. And that makes a lot of sense to me. And she was saying that we can't be blind about Bose, that she's a very strong woman. And when she just seems like a queen, and she's very, very successful. And she's saying, don't turn a blind eye and just think that she's right. And I did get a little bit of a red flag when Bose posted on her story. I think it's a regular post you can go see on Instagram. She's talking about the Amanda stuff and apologizing and saying that she didn't mean to lie or whatever. And I think it's a little bit weird that she cares that much about what we think to not wait for the reunion, that she had to just like make this post. I got a little bit of a red flag. I'm not sure yet. I still really love her friendship with Dorit and Rachel, but I mostly love Rachel and Dorit. But it is also a red flag how interested Bose is in Amanda's career. Like, if you hate her, if you don't like her, why are we talking about her? If you don't care for somebody, I would just ignore her. Be civil. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to talk about you. I'm not going to be looking you up if I don't like you and I don't care. But I still think that Amanda is insufferable. But I think that's just her personality. I don't think she's being fake. I don't think she's being mean. I think that Sutton's right that not necessarily that she doesn't have a mean bone in her body. I think she has a mean bone in her body. I think she's kind of rude to her husband and puts him down about being the breadwinner. But I think that she is who she is, and she's not playing a part. I think she's just obsessed with her business. And I understand it on some level because I'm obsessed with what I do. And it's what I talk about all the time. And it's, I've created this for myself and I'm obsessed with it. And I understand that point of view, but I also talk about other things. I don't just talk about Bravo. I talk about, myself and my kids. And that's what Sutton wanted from Amanda. And I made a post about this if you want to go see, but I am so team Dorit, and I love that she left Kyle and Erica. And I think it is so funny that she did that, and that they were trying to corner her, and Erica did not need to be there. It was so unnecessary. It was definitely an A and B conversation, Kyle and Dorit. And I think that they thought that they were going to have a different moment, and Dorit stole it. She stole the moment. She is the moment. And I made a post about this, that I think that Kyle needs to be done. I think she needs to be demoted, like definitely not Center Diamond. Like I think she needs to be in the back, or friend of, or off the show, whether she's doing it or Bravo's doing it. And I think that Lisa Vanderpump or Lisa Rinna needs to come back. In my post, I said Lisa Rinna, but I would love for Lisa Vanderpump to freaking come back, take her spot back. The two Lisas, let's bring them back. In the comments, my favorite comments of the week. So I made my post about Dorit walking away, and somebody said, I picture Dorit lighting up a cig as she drove away, leaving them with their gelato. Hilarious. And forever, that is how I'm going to be picturing Dorit in that car, just speaking fluent Italian with the driver, like, oh, they're fine. Or just, talking about how bitchy they are.
Ask Torre the Bravoholic.
Oh, I'm so happy for you and your segment.
This microphone, are we good?
I think we're good. Here we go again.
Wow.
As you heard, I'm saying in the beginning of the podcast that I had to redo this. We've done this already, but we're redoing it. We're having,
I will say that I don't really remember what I said in the initial podcast that did not work out well. So
we're just going to do it again because we care enough about this information. I do. You do for sure. Okay. And we care enough that we are happy to say it again.
And for those that are watching on YouTube, I bought Lindsay a new webcam, 4K. I mean, I hope this is better quality.
And I'm really swollen from our adventure this weekend. Okay. Do you want to get into your questions from people, or do you want to get into SCAMANDA right now?
You're the host of the podcast. This is just my segment.
What do you have to say about SCAMANDA?
I don't want it to be true. It's very hard for me to believe that Amanda would do that. But love, loneliness, I don't know. I mean,
love and loneliness,
divorce that could make so girl and or guy do crazy things. So maybe she's just so foggy right now from the split up, and she's just
okay. But
am I giving her too much credit?
You're giving her too much credit.
Wow, this is weird because
I love Amanda.
I know
this is really hard for me.
You're being very harsh.
It hasn't fully sunk in yet because I just received the DM while I'm recording this. I cannot say who it's from. I cannot say
I haven't
what
even
I know.
Seen it. But
okay.
You're a little shooketh.
There is some information.
Did this person have a lot of followers?
They're followed by these people.
All right.
That's all I'm going to say.
They better not be playing into
They're not playing, but that's why I'm going to say what I receive, and I'm going to say what I believe, and then once we have proof, I'll get there.
I receive and what I believe. Okay.
Trust and believe, Karen Huger.
Amen.
But if they've been together for a long time, and I'm going to talk about this at another point, if they've been together for a long time, imagine them promoting Summer House and Amanda's getting all this sympathy and hugs from Sierra. What if she's with West this entire effing time? How sick.
Disgusting. And boy, West. Is this going to throw West into the Sandoval universe and the crazy? I mean, I don't even know what to say because it's very, it's disturbing if they've been keeping this quiet.
I literally received this DM 20 minutes ago.
I know that face that you have right now, and it's I'm pissed off.
No, I'm pissed. I am Team Sierra. I love Amanda. I'm not just gonna be I don't love you anymore. But what the F are you doing? What the F are you doing? I am so upset. This isn't just Raquel, toss her to the garbage can. This is Amanda Batula.
Lindsay does not like when a girl crosses boundaries. No, I'll tell you that.
I'm pissed. Okay, let's get into your questions. This week we had.
Wow, can we maybe be in a good mood now? Jeez,
I'm pissed. Okay, but we're gonna get to a different topic. Our very good friend Haley had some questions for you. Who is your favorite Bravo celebrity? We love you, Haley.
And just like I said, you asked me this question. I can't remember what I said last Friday.
Exactly.
When I think of my favorite Bravo celebrities, I just think about people that I would want to have a drink with.
But that's another question if you remember. Who is your favorite Bravo celebrity?
My favorite Bravo celebrity.
You don't have to hang out with them. Who do you enjoy to watch?
I enjoy watching I really do like the Southern Charm Boys. And that's going to lead into the next question.
The next question.
But then I do like my Salt Lake City. I like seeing Lisa Barlow. I like seeing Meredith Marks.
You love them.
I know.
You love them.
Meredith Marks is funny because she is almost like a TV.
She's hilarious.
It seems like it's acting, but it's really just her.
That's who she is.
Very, very intriguing to me. And you need to remind me if I'm forgetting somebody because I don't remember who I like and don't like.
I think that's who it is. Who is your favorite duo to watch?
My favorite duo to watch. I think I like watching. I do like seeing a guy friend. I like Austen and Craig fighting because we all have a guy friend that maybe we all kind of beef with. You do? Yeah, I mean, we all had I've said this before. You have a guy that gets a girlfriend and he's your buddy, and then you get you're pissed that you don't have your buddy to go.
Oh, you have said that. And then her last question was, if he could hang out with one cast, who would it be?
Summer House.
Even right now?
No doubt. Because that's more of my age demographic and my people that I would want to hang out with. That and Southern Charm guys. I would do that. Hot Southern hospitality is too young. I can't really go hang out with a bunch of housewives because we don't really
You can.
mesh. I could.
You can.
Definitely summer house for sure.
Okay, now we have to get to Cliff. Cliff.
What up, Cliff?
We got your DM, we got your email. And the email was titled Torre the Bravoholic.
Spelled my name wrong.
Whatever. Who cares?
Doesn't matter, Cliff. Still respect it.
So he said the first part is not a question, so no need to read it on air, but feel free. First off, great pod. I would love to see a couple of pods a week and more breakdown of the non-housewives shows. Selfishly, I can't get into them. We're hoping to get to more episodes throughout the week, but right now, once a week.
Let's get to the question.
I am. You have excellent takes on Craig, etc. I'm completely shocked by the amount of love he gets from the other pods and fandom. Same. Thank you, Cliff. Love ya.
Cliff, as we'll get to the question, but it is shocking how many women defend him. And
it's insane. He lies, he blah, blah, blah. Having your husband on adds a whole other element to your show that no one else has, which leads me to my question. I have a theory about Bravo guys and the fans. Did Torre play sports? Yes, he did. I did throughout my life. I have heard the unfiltered locker room talk and watched how these people move in public. I have a 100% batting average when it comes to seeing Bravo guys and knowing immediately if they are toxic or not. I know you like West. Not anymore, but he is no different. Seems like a fun hang if you're a dude like Shep, but everything he does is for the cameras. I'm wondering Torre's thoughts on West, especially the Amanda news, and whether or not his time in locker room has helped him figure out these Bravo men. He has a very smart observations and seems to get it more than 99% of fans online. Very sloppy question, but love the show. Please do more things.
You're right, Cliff. You hit a home run on this because I played college baseball, so I liked your batting average analogy there. And when we talk about locker room talk, I think we're just talking about what guys and buddies talk about when the chicks aren't around or whatever it might be. And I'm sure girls talk women talk about their experiences with males behind closed doors as well. So locker room talk, a little bad. What's the word? It's kind of a bad rap. We're not talking about.
All I know is I don't want to be there.
But to get to your point, West has a lot of superpowers, and one is being very kind to women and being emotionally available, just like me, right?
I really hate him right now. But carry on.
I really think that yes, I do believe he is like a decent human being. I do believe he uses to his advantage how nice and emotionally available he is to women to get in their pants, because he's not one to settle down, obviously. And he talks about, Bronwyn flirted with me here and did this there.
And he was pumped about it.
And he loves going out and getting chicks. So and
him talking about that if he was in a relationship with Amanda, ew. Oh
my God.
Can't stand him.
So look, do I think Wes is a bad guy? No. Do I think he loves women? Yes. Is he a womanizer? Is he a player? Yes. And if this is true with Amanda, this is gonna really just burn out, and they're gonna if this is true, which Amanda, I still don't believe it.
In the world. Okay, the DM I got was pretty clear.
So I guarantee all the summer house guys obviously have the talk about the girls, like we did this and we did that. But that's not a bad thing. Guys have their time to talk about things.
Do you think that, sorry, Cliff, I'm really distracted by the DM I received. Do you think, and I also in the last episode when we recorded this, I made a really funny funny joke about Cliff Notes.
Yes, you did. I tried to tee that one up earlier and you didn't bite.
I was thinking about Amanda.
But what was the main question there? Like, what do I think about West?
Yeah, what do you think about him?
Yeah,
is he a player? Is he? Would you hang out with him and Shep?
West is someone I would hang out with. Shep is definitely. They're all people I would like to go, and if I was single, it'd be fun to go out with these guys. But for women to think that West is this perfect man,
nobody thinks that right now.
Well, they did. People have been thinking he's like Jesus,
I thought he came around. I was really hopeful. This was before the SCAMANDA. I was really hopeful.
Did you make up SCAMANDA?
Yeah, I sure did. I did it 20 minutes ago. I really really had hopes for him. I'm like, okay, he all this shit happened. He realized like he became a better man. Nope. You're garbage. You're garbage.
You gotta relax, because if this is an April Fool's joke,
it's not an April Fool's joke. After that conversation with Sierra, why would they make a joke about it?
It's true.
If they did, guess what? I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm pissed at your joke. Do you think that Kyle's gonna get
Cliff,
boosted from this?
I mean, Cliff, West is just fouling balls off right now. He is battling in this at bat. And I have a feeling he's going to strike out big time, because this is going to bite him and Amanda. They're both being ejected from this ball game after this comes out.
No more sports talk, okay?
Sorry, we are.
Ew, like one sports reference, okay? And in every 30 minutes, one sports reference is allowed. That was a lot.
But long story short, right back to it. West, I don't think is a bad person. I think he loves women, and he just got himself in a lot of trouble in the Bravo, because everyone's going to look at both of them differently if this is true.
I mean, she has a great bod and huge boobies for how skinny she is. She does.
And West walks like a drunk baby. What a combo. Maybe he can be, I was going to make a baby and breastfeeding joke.
Oh, geez, let's not. Okay. And then I was asking you about Real Housewives of Miami, what you think about it being canceled.
Like I said, I'm not locked in on every show. I think I can name, I think I named what Marisol,
Julia, you like when Adriana said
Haitian mortician. Yeah. I mean, I remember all that. If my heart broken as you, I didn't almost cry like you did.
Well, it's important.
Yeah. And I know people are very upset, and Andy has said it. It's pause. It's coming back. Everyone chill. All right. Well, isn't there too much Bravo to talk about? Like
I said, pause is very, very bad. Dorinda was put on pause.
Let's talk about, maybe it's a refresh. Let's refresh. Let's rethink what time we put them on TV.
Pause is now a bad word, and reboot is now a bad word in Bravo. Those are very scary words. Understand?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I can just feel your anger today.
I woke up very fine. Went to the gym. I was happy.
Can I read this DM?
Yeah. Later.
Okay.
Hold on. Last question, since
I almost just fell.
We're just this is what we're focused on right now. After this SCAMANDA BS, we were so mad at Kyle last week because he was so freaking rude to her. Has he lucked? Your hair's really poking out. Has he lucked out from this?
Oh, Kyle is the happiest, but the heat is off, buddy. You might look like a saint after this one, Kyle.
He was screwed, and now he's fine.
Change your name to DJ Saint after this, because
lucky.
I mean, DJ, count your blessings.
I mean, he just got so lucky. He was calling her an effing dumb bee.
I mean, it's almost going to look like she was cheating on Kyle. If this is true.
He got so lucky.
But I don't know. Again, cheating,
oh my gosh.
I've never seen Amanda and Wes. Have you ever seen him on a show? Really?
Yes. He's been supporting her this entire season, hugging her, feeding her a sandwich, sticking up for her.
Has Bravo known about this, and they've been kind of editing this to make this one of the most explosive things
No
ever?
Way. Because they were going to make In the City and Summer House, and Summer House is separate.
You might want to change that name of the show to In the Sewers, because if this is true, Amanda is a rat.
No. And the show's going down the gutter, because
that was harsh. I didn't mean to say that about Amanda.
I still love her. It's very hard for me to be I don't love you anymore. I'm just heavily disappointed, and obviously very Team Sierra.
My thoughts on Sierra.
You think she's hot?
No, I think she's a great person.
I love her. And you really like her under boob.
She just was showing a ton of under boob one time. It was insane. It's almost like I understand, that's some under boob, but when your outfit is complete under boob, doesn't it lose a little of that, spark to it?
I'm gonna go walk around with some under boob.
You get a peek of an under boob and it catches your attention, but then when you see under boob,
and all you can think about is under boob.
Yeah, Captain Under Boob.
Oh my gosh, interesting. That's interesting.
Captain Underpants was a great book
I didn't like that. That was like weird for me. I prefer
Attack of the Talking Toilets and Captain Underpants. Are you serious?
That was not for me. But I
really
loved
aging
Book Fair
ourselves
Day
at the moment.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, last question. Austen and Salley, how do you feel about his hypocritical bar rat? Speaking of rats,
yeah, I said rats because it's been fresh in my mind because I thought about. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is true. I guess if Salley wants to go out 7 days a week and go to bars, like whatever. It's you have to wake up. He does the same thing. Go to work. Like I'm too tired to do that stuff, so I'm not doing it.
No, but what he said.
What?
Don't you think he was being hypocritical and rude?
Yeah, because he's chasing women all the time and going to bars too. Doesn't he own a bar? Like I get it. I get it. I'm not. What do you want me to say?
Do you think he's rude for saying that he doesn't want to date her?
Well, it's rude. Yeah, because I think he's trying to save. I think he wants his ex-girlfriend to make him look like, like he didn't. He doesn't want his ex-girlfriend to think that he's a Tom Sandoval kind of guy.
I'm still so distracted by.
But yeah, but I was gonna say all I can think about. This all goes back to anyone can do anything right now because this Amanda West news is big. I saw someone comment that they said, how can Sierra even claim him because they've only dated for like 2 or 3 months? Mars? I saw a comment. I just wanted people are gonna say it. People are gonna talk.
Are you on Mars? Did you watch last week?
Are you talking to me or talking to the audience?
This person, he was all over her. And she was just supporting Amanda. Like, you can get out. You can come over if you want. I think you guys should separate. Like, all invested and worried about Amanda. And saying, you deserve better. Like, crying in her arms, saying, I can't get better. And then you're going to go and date West when she was just crying. And you were saying that... I'm just disgusted.
I can feel the dragon fire coming out of your mouth because you're so angry.
Do I need to brush my teeth?
I may have caught a whiff of
something. Oh my God! Anyway. Rude. Get out of here with my dragon breath.
Cliff,
anything else to say?
Haley, thanks for the questions. Keep them coming in. Lindsay's questions are boring.
Boring.
I like when people send in questions that actually give me it makes me feel.
Yeah,
actually, you know what?
Feel free to DM me.
It just makes me feel good about myself that people care about this segment.
You were happy
of the straight male husband Bravo perspective.
He wants to make t-shirts.
Don't give anyone my ideas.
No, I just said that you want to make t-shirts.
I would love to sell some merch. If there's a lot of people that want some merch for their husbands.
Oh, and I remember what I said before in the other recording, that you should change your name to the Bravoholic.
I guess I can go on to TikTok right now and do that. I don't know. I'll do it just like yours, I guess. Right. Yeah, Torre the Bravo. It is the Bravoholic.
No, but like you should just be the whatever. That's fine. That works.
Okay. It is Torre the Bravoholic. That's my.
I think you
name.
Changed that.
I did, and
after people thought that you were trying to impersonate. You got your TikTok removed for a day.
I did it was all false accusations. I don't do anything on TikTok except like and repost my wife's stuff and comment. I mean, I scroll. I don't.
You do scroll.
It's not like I'm not posting.
You don't post.
I was accused of posting I was impersonating somebody because.
You don't post.
I don't post. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. This segment seems like it was pretty good. Maybe we should start off the pod with this one.
I'll think about it. I like going through the stories, like this is what it's going on, and then being like, what do you think about that?
Yeah. And again, I hope the 4K webcam, I can see the wrinkles on my forehead if I look in.
I'm so swollen and it looks like I've been crying. I have not.
All right. I'm going to go put our child to sleep.
Okay. Good night. Okay. Goodbye.
Do my job.
Okay. Love you. Bye. All right, you guys. I made it quick this week because, as you know, I have a lot of thoughts about SCAMANDA right now, and I, pre-recorded this already and it didn't work, but we are figuring this out. We have found a different system for the next time that we're traveling. This will not happen again. My husband is helping me. If you have any questions for Torre, please DM me, email me, either way. I like that people are loving the straight man perspective. I think it's important. Not many straight men watch. And I think the straight men that do watch want another straight man's opinion. And it's very rare out there. So please DM. Also, I think the women and the gays like to hear it too. We want to hear his opinion on the men on Bravo, right? Thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you for putting up with my technical difficulties. I love you. And I'm so sad about SCAMANDA. I don't know what to think. I will let you know the second that we know any proof. Love you guys. Okay, I think I've said enough. If you liked what you heard, please rate, review, subscribe, follow, all the things. And that's what Lindsay says.